After Russell Westbrook trade, the Thunder now have an absurd amount of draft picks. Remember when the Boston Celtics traded away Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce in 2014, then used their absurd amount of assets to march to the top tier of the Eastern Conference? The Oklahoma City Thunder are about to put that blueprint into overdrive. A week after the Thunder shockingly traded Paul George to the Los Angeles Clippers in exchange for an absurd amount of draft picks, Russell Westbrook to the Houston Rockets for Chris Paul, and a somewhat less absurd amount of draft picks. Between the George trade, the Westbrook trade and the Jeremiah Grant trade, here is how the Thunder's future first-round draft picks are shaping up. 2020, Thunder if it falls in the top 20, Nuggets if it falls out of the top 10. 2021 Thunder, Heat unprotected, with a right to swap either with the Rockets. 2022, Thunder if it falls in the top 14, Clippers unprotected. 2023 Thunder, Heat if it falls outside the top 14, can swap own pick with Clippers. 2024 Thunder, Clippers unprotected, Rockets if it falls outside the top 4. 2025 Thunder, can swap pick with Clippers or Rockets. 2026 Thunder, Clippers unprotected, Rockets if falls outside the top 4. Count that up and you get an absurd 15 first-round picks over 7 drafts if all of the picks convey, as well as the ability to swap picks in 3 different years. And that's not even mentioning the promising young point guard acquired from the Clippers in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. While the Thunder's haul over the next 2 years isn't huge, we could be seeing a simply gargantuan collection of assets if either the Rockets or Clippers can't keep it together for 7 years. And if this offseason, Leonard and Georgia, which would leave the Thunder can now fully retool for the future around Gilgeous-Alexander. The team doesn't. More from Yahoo Sports.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.